Welcome to the Yeti Radio on the Road edition, all the way in New Creek, West Virginia, at Hoover's 304 Bar and Grill. I have the awesome opportunity to get to sit down with Mr. Christian Evans. We share a hometown.
Yeah,
In fact, we both graduated from the same high school. Isn't that pretty awesome?
that is, man. It is. Well, different buildings.
Different buildings, yes, but same premise. um, so, how old are you?
19.
19.
19 years
Okay.
old, yes.
Um, how'd you get your start in music?
Man, as far as I can remember, I've always heard music and stuff because my family was into it. They played bluegrass music when I was younger, going to festivals all the time, every weekend, and listening to it. That really kind of got me into it a little bit. And then, my dad taught me a few things on the guitar, and as I got better than him, he was like, that's all I can teach you.
I've taught you all I'm going to teach you. You're going to have to learn the rest on your own.
That's exactly right.
But that's like my dad said, I taught you everything you know, not everything I know. Let's see. Most of these are set up for a full band, so it's got to sort through them as we go along. What are some of your philosophy in your music writing?
That's a hard question because I've only written about 5 or 6 songs, and I've written a lot more that you won't hear. You know what I mean? Because it's not good. It's stuff that only I'll hear. But I just try to sit down. I try to do it late at night. When the house is quiet, there's nobody making noise, and I just sit down and try to whatever comes to mind is what I try to put down on paper. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I haven't written a song in months. It's been a while, but it's only when bad things happen do you actually sit down and write some good songs. And I've been fortunate to have some pretty good luck in the last couple months, so I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't run out on me.
I've seen you be busy, so
man.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Shoot, I've never been asked that before. I've never been asked that. Obviously, like kings like George Jones and Hank Williams and things like that. Of course, my dad. I gotta say my dad because he's the one that taught me how to play. But I would also say probably my grandfather as well.
Okay.
He really inspired me a lot, and I know he wanted to see me play music, and I mean I couldn't let him down. I had to at least try it a little bit.
Right.
And
absolutely.
Nobody's ever told me you can't do it, so I'm gonna keep on going.
Well, your grandfather was a great man as well.
He was. I miss him every day, man.
I'm sure. I'm so sure. So, what are some of your biggest career highlights so far?
Shoot. Well, I did get to do American Idol a couple years ago, and great experience. Not what I thought it was going to be. It's definitely a TV show. It's definitely a TV show, but it is a great opportunity. I made a lot of friends and met a lot of great people. And of course, I got to meet some famous people as well, and a lot of people that you all don't even know that's behind the screens of everything. And I'm going to say everybody is super nice there, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But I still had fun. And I just wish I'd have made airing on TV, but that never happened.
Keep trying.
Yeah.
Because, there's other platforms to get seen on, and
that's exactly right.
Once you polish yourself up and get ready for it.
Everybody asks me, they're like, "Are you going to do it again this year or next year?" And I'm like, y'all don't understand. There's like 6 other shows on TV right now that are the same exact thing. I said, I don't just have to do that show.
Right.
I'm like, and there's so many other ways nowadays with technology and TikTok and YouTube. If you get noticed by the right person, you're on your way. But, right place at the right time is what I say.
Right.
And if you don't take every opportunity that is handed to you, you're never going to make it. You're never going to make it.
How long have you been playing?
So about 6, 7 years I've been playing.
Okay.
I started about 12 or 13, and I guess I'm not good at math, but
you're right around there.
But yeah, about 6, 7 years I've been playing, and this is my 2nd year solo, and so far it's going really good. I'm busy every weekend, man, and God, I love it. Yeah. I love being on the road.
When you went to American Idol, was it solo?
Yes.
Or was it with the band?
Just me.
Okay.
Just me. and that was a little bit more pressure on you because I had never been outside of a band. That was my first time playing in front of somebody solo, and it was
Okay.
It really makes you nervous.
Well, since you've done both and only done solo at American Idol, would you think it would have been any different had it been the band?
No, I think it would have been a little bit worse, probably.
Worse?
And I hate to say that, but I did bluegrass, and not very mainstream. You know what I mean? And
well, yeah.
As
but it is one of the main roots.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely did, and I love it. I mean, I still listen to it. I haven't played it in 2 or 3 years, but I think if we'd have went with the band and done it up there, that would have definitely been a no because that's not what they're looking for.
Right.
And it's sad to say because I love the music and I grew up around it, but it's not popular. It's not popular nowadays, and not many people even listen to bluegrass anymore.
Right.
And it's a shame.
Unless you're from where,
yeah,
the bluegrass roots grow.
Oh yeah.
Your dad, your grandfather, this area, for sure.
He tells me stories all the time. He played 20 years ago, back 2000 when that movie came out, Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Right.
And he said, we got started in like 98, 99, and he said it was really slow. He said, but when that movie came out around 2000, 2001, he said it was all over the place. Bluegrass was never as popular as it was then.
Right.
He said there were people, festivals were completely packed. And I told him, I said, I think I was born in the wrong year. I said, I should have been back then.
For sure. But in this area, it's bluegrass and moonshine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know some people.
I'm sure you do. You might have to get me hooked up after the interview.
See what we can do.
So, you have any pre-show rituals? I know you're a miner, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is West Virginia, though.
Well, yeah, true.
But no, I listen to a lot of music, and right before shows, I'm a big country guy. Listen to country music and stuff. But before shows, I try to heavy metal stuff, get you really pumped up, get your blood going. A lot of like AC/DC and stuff like that. And then some other stuff that I just won't say right now. I'll wait till in a couple years.
Okay. Okay, totally understand. Let's see. What is your songwriting process? Where do you start? Is it with a guitar riff, or is it with vocals, or have you done both?
It's kind of a mix. It's a mix of both. I try to kind of like get a guitar pattern down first, and then I kind of ease into finding lyrics and mess with it. But yeah, it's kind of been a mixture of both. It just goes either way, whatever comes to you. I mean, there's been times where you think of a verse and you're like, oh, I got to write that down. I might forget it. And then you go home and you figure out a riff or something for it. It's tricky because I forget a lot. I can't remember everything.
Right. Well, it's in the heat of the moment, per se.
Exactly. Yep.
What do you think makes you unique?
Oh, man. I don't even know. I mean, I'm old school country, and if you come listen to me, there's not much popular stuff, which is not a good thing, but it's what I believe in. And I'm not a big Morgan Wallen kind of guy. I maybe do one song of his. Riley Green, he's got some pretty good songs. He's kind of pop, but at the same time, he's kind of old school. But I just try to keep it traditional. And I like to sometimes take kind of rock songs and kind of do them my own way as well. But I mean like Southern rock, not like Kicks and Kiss and stuff like that. They might not like that. I don't know.
Oh, I don't think they'd mind that. Especially, I think it's the justice that's done. Yeah. It doesn't matter whether you take a country song and turn it into metal or vice versa. And as long as it's done in good taste and the music, the people in the industry involved with that song.
Oh yeah. And, as I've told you, when I was in the band before, we used to take kind of bluegrass. We used to take like country songs, turn them bluegrass, and then rock songs.
Right.
And we took what was the song? It was an Elvis Presley song. That's All Right, Mama. And we kind of turned to bluegrass. And I'm telling you, out of all the songs you play that night, that's going to be the song that gets you the most appreciation at the end of the night.
Right.
People are not expecting that. You know what I mean? and we used to do it kind of fast and stuff, and I'd kind of shake my hips a little bit. They didn't really care too much for that. I wasn't Elvis.
For sure. Well, I know, I remember seeing a video, and it was, if it wasn't bluegrass, it was damn close. And they did an AC/DC song,
Really?
and it was impressive. Just to see it done in that style.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it justice. They didn't go in and sound like Roseanne Barr singing the national anthem.
Oh my God. That was awful, wasn't it? I've seen that clip.
So other than bad things that happen in life, anywhere else you draw inspiration for your lyrics?
I really don't know. You know, there's a lot of people nowadays that are AI kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They do a lot of the lyrics on there, and I've tried it. You know, I've just messed around with it, and it's bad. Like, it's awful. Like, the lyrics are not good. And I'm like, I don't know how you people are selling albums today with this stuff.
Right.
And, you know, like I said, you take every opportunity that you have. And if you're going to use it, use it. And if it helps you, do it. But I feel like everything should come from the heart, is where your songwriting should come. And that's like my Nashville song. I ain't going to say the words because we keep it a little clean, but
we're on the internet. You're fine. You're
an
adult.
If it don't come from your heart or balls, then it don't need to be sung at all.
Right. Okay. I got to agree with that, because it's your pride. It's your feelings. It's all of you put out in, you know, the emotional part of it.
Oh, and it's, you know, if somebody comes up and they're like, man, that's a great song. How did you write that? Oh, I typed it into AI this morning and brought it up and just wrote it on a notepad or something. That's not the answer you should give to people.
No, never. You shouldn't be doing that, much less telling people if you do it.
Exactly.
So what's your favorite song to perform that you've written?
That I've written? Oh, man. Well, there's all kinds. There's one that I wrote about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. It's a slower one, the P.S. I Love You.
Okay.
And then Indian Pain, I got to give good credit to that because that was the first song I ever wrote. And I wrote that about 3.5, maybe 4 years ago. And, you know, I was going to school at the time, and I posted on TikTok, and all my buddies are like, oh my God, that's a great song and everything. They're like, we love it. And those are really good too. And then, of course, My Nashville Can Kiss My Ass is a good song too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that one really came from the heart.
I'm sure it did. Let's see. You got a song that's difficult to sing or perform, either emotionally or technically?
Any song? That's hard to think. Well, usually, like Can't You See is kind of hard on the vocal cords. But there has been a couple times where people are like, dude, he stopped loving her today. And I'm like, that is such a sad song. I'm like,
right.
Hey, you know, you kind of get choked up halfway through it because, you know, all your memories of loved ones and stuff roll by your mind and you're like, ah. And so when people even ask me anymore, I'm like, I can't do that song. I'm like, you don't want to see me cry up here.
Right. Absolutely. Totally understand all that. So what's been your favorite performance so far?
You know, there's been a lot of great shows. This year so far, I gotta say maybe Clear Spring. It was a really good show.
Okay.
I think you were there.
Yeah.
It was a place was pretty packed, I guess, and you know the crowd was really into it. You know, they participated, and that's what I love is when a crowd really claps for you and everything, and you know they're yelling stuff to you, because that gets you motivated, and it feels like you're doing something right. Where you go to a place and nobody pays attention to you, you can't wait to leave. I mean, you love what you're doing, but if nobody's going to help you out, I mean, these people ain't listening.
Right.
And
well, I've noticed from all the stuff that I've done, even in Arizona, you're at a venue, and if you could just pull the plug on the mics or on the stage, period.
Oh yeah.
All you would hear is the chatter.
Oh yeah.
And it's obnoxious. I'm like, there's live entertainment for a reason.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be.
Yeah.
As far as it's my opinion, you know, if people, it's just background noise for their conversation.
Oh yeah.
Then why aren't you somewhere where it's quieter so you don't have to yell and we can hear you clear across the the restaurant.
I think sometimes maybe it has to do with some of the music you play. Like not everybody likes country and stuff like that. And there was one instance up in Altoona I played in. It was a great place. I mean, a small. I mean, it wasn't even half this room. And I can't remember what it was called. Molly's, I think is what it was. And small place, and it wasn't a great. I mean, the place was always packed, but it looks like that because it's so small. And the crowd talk, and they don't really pay attention. And I'm kind of like, they paid me to come up here and play music. Least you all can do is help me out a little bit. Participate, help me, give me some requests. And some things happened up there. I almost got Dad in a bar fight up there last year. That's not a lie. That's a true story. And some old guy, we had to tell him to go home. But
wow,
yeah, he was a handful. But I try to keep Dad out of trouble as much. That's why I don't take him to many shows anymore. He's got one of those short fuses.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you on stage during a show?
We'll get right back into this story.
Oh boy!
I'll just tell you the story.
The same place.
Yeah, the same place. We played at the place called Molly's in Altoona, and this was maybe the first time I played there. And it's never good when you walk into a bar and everybody at the bar turns around and looks at you when you come in, because you know how local it is. Everybody's looking for somebody. We walked in, started playing, and I played for about 2 hours. And the guy was drunk playing at the bar, old, maybe in his 60s, maybe 65. And he came up and was yelling at me and everything, and telling me I'm putting the place to sleep. And he kept yelling it, and people weren't happy with him at the time. And all these people that I don't even know are now on my side yelling at him. And he came up asking me if I knew Drunk on the Plane, and he wanted me to speed it up a little bit. And so I played again, I'm traditional. I'm not ever going to play I'm getting drunk on a plane, John Party. That's not my stuff. And so I played like Folsom Prison Blues. He wanted something fast, so I gave it to him. And that wasn't good enough. So, he gets up and starts coming after me. And, Dad kind of got in between, gave him a what for. And it turns out, apparently, the guy has Alzheimer's. But he comes in with his daughter every Friday or Saturday night. And he gets drunk at the bar, and she lays over there and gambles slot machines. And so, we kind of brushed it off like he don't know where he's at. So he left by himself. We got to talking going down the road. We're like, so you bring your dad in with Alzheimer's. You let him get drunk at the bar, and you let him leave by himself while you're gambling over there. I don't think he had Alzheimer's. I think they're just kind of covering up for him. But that's by far got to be the craziest thing that's happened so far.
Wow.
And everybody else throughout the last couple of years have been respectful except for that guy. And I don't feel no remorse for him at all.
No, definitely not.
There's no reason to be a jerk like that.
No, for sure. So where's your favorite place to play?
Oh, my. That's a hard question. I like Hagerstown. Hagerstown's a good place to play. Mike's down there. It's called Mike's Tavern in Hagerstown.
Okay.
I played down there for the first time in November. It was right before deer season, so November 15th or whatever it was. And they had advertised me, and went there, and you couldn't park, you couldn't stand in there. It was completely packed. And I went in and played, and the crowd was awesome. And the owner came in, he's probably in his 70s, I would say. Really nice guy. And he said, this place hasn't been packed like this in years. He said, I couldn't even find a place to park at my own bar. And I was like, oh my God.
Isn't he supposed to have an assigned spot?
Yeah, dude. Nobody cared. They just parked at his place. But I got to tell you, they loved me up there, and I've made a lot of good friends. And I can't really say that's my favorite, but I really love to play up there. I mean, it's a great place, but I love everywhere. You know what I mean? If I picked one particular place, nobody else would call me. I'd lose a lot of business.
Well, no, because everybody's got their preferences, but as long as you're, able and willing to play wherever, you know.
Now, let me say, I like the place that's in Hagerstown, but Hagerstown I'm not big on. It's a little weird down there sometimes. I'm just saying.
So, if you could collaborate with anybody, dead or alive, who would that be?
Oh, dead or alive? Shoot, that's a good question. Can I do three?
Sure.
Maybe three people? George Jones would be one.
Okay.
I mean, greatest voice in country music. Um, Gotta say, is it Ronnie Van Zant, Leonard Skinner? I mean, phenomenal songwriter. I mean, all the songs that they put out until they died in '77, I think is what it was, or '75. And then I'm a big Hank Jr. nut. I really like to get with him. I know he doesn't do newer songs nowadays, and I know he is like 77 years old. But I would really love to get with him and just kind of, talk and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe one day, but the chances are never zero. I mean,
of course not. He might catch wind of this and give you a phone call.
You never know, dude.
Or call me and go, "Hey, Yeti, how do I get a hold of Christian?"
That'd be awesome, man.
Right?
Be like,
I think we'd both shit our pants.
This, man.
Let's say the Yeti wins one of the big stupid lotteries, and I'm gonna take a bunch of people and go on tour. And you get to pick a spot where we're going, anywhere in the world.
Oh, right.
Where are we going?
Oh, anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. I tell you, I like Montana. Montana. There's nothing up there, and I like that. I like being around nothing sometimes.
But we're going to go play in Montana.
Besides that, Ireland.
Ireland?
I like Ireland, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. For some reason, if there's a place I could go to, it would be Ireland. I don't know if it's, the folk kind of stuff down there, but, I mean, of course, the drinking age is 18, so that helps too. But, no.
Well, I'm sure if you got up on stage and performed, they wouldn't care.
No. Trust me, there's people that don't care now.
Most places over that way, across the pond, it's as long as you can reach the bar and people keep their mouth shut.
And they love country roads.
Right?
They love country roads over there. Oh, I see videos.
Of course they do.
It's
the winning song.
Oh yeah. Hopefully we have a good season this year. I don't know.
Rich Rod's back. I don't know.
I'm still kind of hung up on what he did years ago, leaving us in the dirt.
Yeah,
that was kind of dirty.
Don't get me started. Oh, look, and I had to put up with him in Arizona because he went and coached at U of A. So
forgot about that. Shoot.
What's the best thing about being a musician?
Getting to meet new people. I've made so many friends over the past couple. Well, I've been playing for 6 years, but the last 2 years, you make a lot more friends because being solo and country, like you said, there's a lot more of a larger audience. And so people always coming up, hey, my name is, and they give me their contact and they add me on Facebook all the time. And we'll stay in touch. Like, I figured these people would, forget they even knew you. But they reach out to you all the time. And there's people, somebody that I met 2 months ago just messaged me the other day about a schedule in August because they want to come see me. And I'm like, I'm trying to get it all put together. I'm like, there's people calling me left and right about shows. And I'm like, I'm trying to get it all out there. But at the point now, I'm telling people, like, I'm sorry I can't play this show. I'm completely booked in August. I mean, something that I usually don't do. I'm actually playing throughout the weeks now in August. Yeah, like Wednesday and Thursday nights in bars and stuff. But, there is a lot of people, and it's wing nights, of course, so there's a lot of people there. But, I mean, I don't know. I really don't. There's a lot of good people you meet, and some bad ones as well.
Well, yeah, that's going to happen. There's bad apples in every crowd.
Oh, man.
So what's the worst thing about being a musician?
The worst thing? The drive. The drive.
Getting to and from the gig.
Not having somebody to drive you around is the worst thing, but luckily I got Dad. He drives me every once in a while. And
that's cool.
He's getting lazy, though. I can't get him to drive me much anymore.
I was hoping you were going to bring him with you tonight. I haven't seen him in forever.
He's down at the shrine again.
Again?
All weekend. From tonight all the way to Sunday.
That's cool. He's got his things going on.
Exactly. He loves it, man. I'm telling you, he loves it.
Well, it's a great thing. I commend him and the organization for everything that they do, and they're amazing. So,
plus he just got back from today's Thursday. He got back from DC yesterday, I think. Okay. He had to go down there for work. and go all the way down and drive all the way back, which is pretty hefty drive.
So have you got to experience your crowd singing with you?
Oh yeah. Country Roads is a great song for that.
Yeah.
And then,
you sing that one anywhere around here, they're going to join in for sure.
Oh, dude. And, people, I played in the same place in Altoona. We played, it was the night before the Pitt game is what it was. So it must have been a Friday night. And we played it and everybody sang along. And I'm like, these are all Pitt fans. And, of course, Dad with his loud mouth, and eat shit Pitt at the end. And I'm like, I can't fight my way out of this box. I'm like, I don't think I can. But, between that, family tradition, everybody always knows the words to that. It's a great party song.
Right, absolutely.
And then You Never Call Me By My Name, David Allan Coe. Everybody knows that song too. And I'm trying to find more songs like that, but it's tricky because not everything's easy and it takes a while. And me being gone every weekend, it's hard for me to learn new material. It really is. And I'm still busy throughout the weeks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just laying around the house. So, it's hard for me to get in to find a new material and stuff that sticks with me. But hopefully I've gotten about 6 newer songs this year that I've learned and got down. And I got some more on tap, but I don't know. I'm tricky about that kind of stuff. Singing it by myself sounds good, but when you get in front of people, you tense up and it ends up sounding like crap. But, you got to take chances.
Yes, that you do. Especially if you want to be famous in music. It takes a whole lot more than people think it does.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do in your free time outside of music?
Work.
What do you do?
Well, I cut grass a lot, chop firewood. I don't work for anybody. I work for me. So I do like odd jobs and stuff like that just to keep you busy.
Okay.
Work on my truck a lot. I've been having a lot of issues with that. So that's kept me busy. I'm a big gym rat. I've become a gym rat in the last 4 months.
Okay.
And all my friends talked me into it, and now I wish I could kick the rear ends because I hate it. But I know I got to stick with it. But
well, whatever you do, don't come to Arizona. We don't have any grass for you to cut.
A lot of dirt.
Lots of gravel in my yard. So. I got 1-inch river rock in the front. And, 20 tons of quarter minus in the back. So.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Maybe I'll just stay here and cut grass.
Well, you can here, that's for sure. You definitely make a living at it.
Well, the hardest thing about it is my God, just in Kaiser, there's like 8 lawn care businesses. And it's hard to even get something started up because they cut everything around here. So I just, just make a post on Facebook and see who reaches out. And I ain't had much luck in the past year, but I've been doing really good with music, so I really haven't had to cut a lot of grass. So I kind of like it that way.
Okay. You ever thought about quitting music altogether?
Quitting? Never really quit. When I got turned away down there in Nashville, that kind of turned me off a little bit. But I just thought about taking a break, not quitting, because I don't like to quit.
Okay.
And, there's a lot of people around here, and I'm not trying to be harsh or anything, that have, played for 10, 20 years around this area and even outside the area. And, they give it up. They miss all the opportunities that are given to them. And, they let other stuff get in their heads and they give it all up and they quit altogether. And I'm like, if you're ever going to be somebody or make it anywhere, you got to keep with it. Surely, 5, 10 years, you might not make it, but at least you can say you tried. That's more than anybody else can say. I don't know.
When it comes to creative blocks or performance anxieties, how do you cope with those?
Whew. I do get nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I just kind of, the music helps, listening to music as well, and then Jack Daniels. Dad, you didn't hear that. And I just try to get up there and give it all I got. And like I said, if the crowd's into it, that helps ease you a little bit. But I can't remember the exact quote. Merle Haggard said, if you don't get on stage and you're not nervous, you're not in for the music. You're in for the money.
Right.
And
right.
hopefully one day I'll never get into that.
That's a professional statement in several
Mm-hmm.
entities for sure. If you're not nervous when you go live, then
Oh yeah.
you're not in the right spot.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Well, you were born in the middle of all the changes brought into the music industry.
Oh yeah.
Well, your dad and your grandfather
Mm-hmm.
are like me and familiar with the old ways.
Uh-huh.
Did they teach you any of the older ways of the way music was done and the difference between that and today?
Oh man. Well, there's a lot less auto tune.
There was a whole lot less.
Studio time was a lot different back then. Nowadays, you can go into a studio and finish an album in 2 or 3 hours. Back then, it took 2 or 3 months to go in there and get the band together, and they'll get the tracks down, but the lead singer might take 4 months to get everything down and get it perfect where he needs it. And for an instance, there's Waylon Jennings music coming out today that's brand new. And, 20, 30 years after he died, I'm like, that's pretty freaking awesome.
Right.
And, this stuff was, like I said, recorded differently, the tracks were laid. I mean, they just laid the tracks about 2 years ago. And the vocals were all together back in the 80s, maybe 1981, 82.
Right.
And it's just completely different from the way it is now. And
well, back then you had tape, and tape was expensive.
Exactly.
And you were lucky to get one.
Oh yeah.
And if you had the money for multiple, yeah, you were wasting tape, you're wasting money.
Yep.
You're wasting time. Now you can sit at home, do it on the computer.
Oh yeah.
Put it together, give it to the producer, and then he can sit there and.
Oh, and today,
edit it.
I mean, I get advertisements all the time. There's producers like not even in Nashville. I mean, places in like Boston and stuff like that. That if you send them a clip of you singing, you send it in, and they'll put it with a full band and stuff. And it is a little pricey, but I've given some thought about it, and you got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
And I'm really cheap, so it doesn't really lie well with me saying that. But
I think you keep plugging away at it the way you do. You might get enough money to sit down and get something put together real good for you one day.
Hopefully. I really hope so. I've been wanting to get something out for the last 6, 7 months now since I came back from Nashville. I've been wanting to get something out there, and like I said, there's nothing around here.
Right.
And there's very
well, that's the thing with this. I'm surprised that some of the people my age and a little younger are still here after even the stuff that was here when we were growing up is gone.
Oh yeah, there was a lot more back in the day. Like when you all were in school, there were things on Friday night.
There was jobs.
People
there
were
was
out and
stuff.
about.
Yeah.
You go out here on a Friday night at like 10, 11 o'clock. There's nobody. There's nothing to do, and it's sad. It really is. But that's why I got to get out of here. I mean, I love this place to death. It's my hometown, but there's nothing here. I mean, we got a McDonald's and a Walmart. I'm like, but there's nothing fun to do.
Right. Are you going to go to the car show tomorrow night over at Burger King?
I didn't know they were having it.
Yeah, there's a sign out in front of Burger King.
Oh, I didn't know that. I might stop by.
Knobbly Mountain Car Club?
I got a show tomorrow night.
You got a show tomorrow night?
Yeah, I play 7 to 10, I think is what it is. Can't really talk too much about it, kind of private stuff.
Oh, private show?
That's what I was told. I can't really talk much about it.
That's fine.
So I hope none of you are there. But if you are, awesome. I ain't going to say nothing.
So being as young as you are in the industry, what would you consider a successful music career today?
Oh, just getting a full band together and getting out on the road is the biggest strive I have right now. Not everything is reliable on TV shows. Like, you don't have to be on a TV show to make it somewhere. Right. And I know there's a lot of people that do, and good for them. Good for them. They've had the great opportunity to do that kind of thing and make it through. But, I'm old school kind of stuff. Back in the day, they didn't have that stuff. They got a band together and they went on the road and they played little honky tonks and bars. And I think it was Alabama. There was a house band in Myrtle Beach or Ocean City. for many years, and they were nobody. Nobody knew who they were, and at the right place at the right time, somebody walked in, and their brother's cousin is a producer in Nashville, and they'd love to see you all.
Yeah, he went.
And
Listen to this.
Oh yeah, and they're the greatest, one of the greatest country bands in the world.
Right,
I mean,
absolutely.
nothing beats Alabama.
Not at all. So you got any music that's going to be coming out anytime soon?
Well, from the sounds of it, not yet. But I'm going to start in the next couple of weeks, reaching out to some people and getting something together. And even, like I said, if I have to, take audio samples and send it to somebody in Massachusetts or something, I mean, it is what it is. It's just money. It's just money. And, it'll open a lot of great doors for me. But, I'd really like to try my luck down in Nashville again. But, just the places are so, like the bars and stuff, there's so many people down there playing music that I'm sure there's waiting lists down there to play like 2 or 3 years ahead. And you're never going to get in there unless you're down there and you jump on stage and play, or you talk to the owner straight ahead. I mean, a Facebook message thing is not going to get you a gig in Nashville.
No, it's not. You're going to have to be down there and be in the right place at the right time when something happens and somebody doesn't show up for whatever reason.
Yep.
And hey, I can fill in.
Exactly. Yep.
Because that would give you props right off the bat.
Oh yeah. And
you got any shows coming up that you can talk about?
This Saturday night, I'll be in Terre Alta at Shorthorns.
Okay.
Up there, it's a new place. They just put it in, I think about 2 or 3 months ago. Really great place. And then next weekend, I'm going to be playing for the Crab Fest for the Warlocks down in Antioch.
Okay.
Let me think. Saturday. And then Saturday night, I'm in Martinsburg playing for the Mountaineer Meat Smokers. And then I think it's Sunday morning. I might have my days mixed up, but it's on my Facebook. So just look on there. But Sunday I play. They're having a little small peach festival over in Romney. And so they asked me to come play for an hour. And that's all I can think off the top of my head. Okay. But it is all on my Facebook. And I have the new schedule. I just need to post it when I go home. So it'll all be updated tonight.
Awesome. Other than the typical never stop, don't give up, what's the best advice that's been given to you about being a musician?
Watch your back. Watch your back, because I have learned in the last 6-7 years that there's a lot of people that will do this. And trust who you know, get close to them, and don't let nobody screw you over. Because especially musicians in a local area, they will screw you over as much as they can. To do shows, to say you're doing a show for $300 for 3 hours. They're going to come. This other band might come in and say, "Hey, I'll do this show for $150 if you let me come up there and play," and they'll end up canceling you or moving you to another place. And that's the biggest thing that I can say is just watch your back and make sure somebody has your back as well. I mean, Waylon Jennings said, "Make sure you have a good attorney, a good manager, and a good lawyer, and make sure they don't know each other." I think that's how it goes.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's exactly how it goes. And I understand that because there was, I can't remember who. It's somebody that's predominant in the industry, in country music, wouldn't go on stage. No, it wasn't country music, but it was a known artist. Mm-hmm. Carried her purse with her, and would not go on stage until she was paid.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and I just learned this like 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm like, that's insane. But I understand why, because I know bands from the local scene back in Arizona that have performed and went to go get paid, and they didn't have money for them.
Yep. And that kind of happened to us a couple years ago down in Romney, and I'm not going to get into too much, but they had double booked a band with the same name. And we get there, and, I got all the contacts. You reached out to me about it. I got the messages, the voicemails, the text, whatever. And we didn't even get to play down there. And had to track the woman down who was hiding from us who wouldn't come face us to talk about it, and had to get a little bit of money out of her, like maybe not even half of what we were guaranteed. And it was so crappy because we drove all the way down there to play music, and now it's our fault that we're not playing.
Right.
You double booked the bands and screwed it up for us.
Yeah, how do you double book a band and then also double book a band with the same name?
Exactly.
That's odd.
They'd be talking to two different people. I mean,
you'd have to be, obviously.
I don't know. Some people just don't deserve to book some shows for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some bookers got their head so far up their ass they can't see the light of day.
Exactly.
But then there's some good ones. So
there's a lot of great people.
I've got some information for you once we get done with the interview, and
all right, some
people to maybe get in contact with. Maybe you can get one of them to come a little bit further east, because I think he comes over, not quite this area, but somewhere not too far, and you might be able to get hooked up with, and maybe do some more learning, because he's a very, very amazing person. Awesome. But I want to thank you. This has been a blast.
I appreciate you having me.
I hope you enjoyed this over your froggy interview.
I probably will. We talked a lot about more other stuff than we talked about on the interview, but it was still a great honor to be on Frog.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, anytime you can get on a radio station, it's awesome.
Oh man.
The podcasts are one thing, but radio stations, there you go.
No, this is my second podcast. I've done two before.
Okay.
I did one years ago. A guy down in Philippines had me on, and it was over the phone kind of stuff, though.
Right.
It wasn't really in person, but
I've got people that try to get me to do phone or video, and it's different than this.
Oh, yeah.
It's different than in person, and I prefer the in person just because, you know, I know I've got one that's going to be a video interview coming up. Only because a friend has set it up, because he went to Nashville and did the master class with him. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, Mr. Sheehan.
Okay.
So when I get back after what I'm having to handle here, once I get back to Arizona, I'm going to get in touch with him and get it scheduled. What we're going to do, I'll get to do a video interview with him, and
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
That'll be cool. Podcasts are a lot more fun, I gotta say, than radio, because you kind of let loose a little bit more. You know what I mean?
They're governed by the FCC.
Yeah. And
you have to watch what you say, how you say it.
Exactly.
They also have to look out for their reputation.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I have a reputation, so I'm not worried about it. Even if I did, I protect the First Amendment as much as I do the Second. And it's just more fun to have people sit down with you and get the interaction, because like when you're on stage and the crowd, you get to interact with the crowd and you get feedback. I feed off of your reaction to the questions as well, so it helps me.
Oh yeah. Yep, most definitely.
I have done video interviews, and they're okay. They're not I don't feel that they're the best, but definitely look forward to getting back in my studio and having this what I called this earlier, drop shit and run setup. This is
hey, it is what it is.
It worked. No, I even do it back in Phoenix. One of our local outlaw country bands, Last Train to Juarez.
I know them.
Do you?
They follow me on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really know how I know them, but they know who I am, and I know who they are.
Okay.
And they did.
Well, it might have been through the two posts that I made from the two shows I've done shot for you.
It might have been.
But
they're great.
Great band and great people.
I was going to say, they seem like great guys.
Amazing people. But there's Metalhead's MC in Paradise Valley, and they have an acoustic night on Wednesdays. I think it's Whiskey Wednesdays and acoustic night at Metalhead's, and I go do it on location, and I don't have a setup with a computer that's mobile that I could do it live, because I would need a LAN cable, because I don't trust Wi-Fi
Yeah.
for signals and whatnot. So I record them like I do this, and then upload them after the fact, and just try to make it look like the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
That way, it still has the same appearance as the Backstage Lounge. And but
this is a great atmosphere. I mean,
yeah,
this is a great
well, you
place
played
to
here
be.
last Saturday.
Uh-huh.
The place was packed, and
Oh yeah,
you were playing your ass off and having a blast. So
I'm
sorry I couldn't get to stay for the whole thing.
Fine. I was only supposed to play for 2 hours, and I think I freestyled about 3.5.
All right, that works.
I said, if there's going to be people here, I ain't going to quit playing.
No, they're still here. Keep playing. I'm sure they didn't mind.
I didn't have anywhere else to be anyway.
Right.
And you know, it helps when you're a lot closer to home too. I mean, I'm only about 15 minutes away
Right.
from the house, so that's not too bad. But like I said, this is a great place, and this is a good place to do interviews and stuff like this.
Yeah.
It really is.
I just don't know anybody that has a band or does solo stuff like you.
Yeah.
Around here, because I don't think there's a music scene here.
There is some, but like I said, it's very few.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of people that, like I said, have quit, and you know, they take breaks for like 4 or 5 months, and then they pop up out of the blue and start playing again, and then it just goes on.
Does your dad still have his band?
No. He's done actually. Pat passed away 2019.
Yeah.
And then he kind of quit, and then the banjo player Donnie, who, God, he was a great guy. He really was. He ended up getting, I don't know if it was Parkinson's or what it was.
Okay.
So you just shake a lot. I think
right.
that's Parkinson's.
Yeah, Parkinson's.
And so, you know, that kind of faded away a little bit. And then I ended up hearing that he had passed away like maybe a year ago.
Oh, man.
And, you know, they played music for 20-some years. And I was really close to Donnie, too. And I was fortunate to meet him a couple years ago. He cut my hair. And so that was the last time I saw him. And, you know, we talked about music and all this stuff. And it was just really great seeing him. And I hate to hear that he passed away, because, you know, he was kind of a part of the family, you know, seeing him all them years. But no, Dad, I don't think Dad's played his guitar in years, to tell you the truth. He tells me all the time there's a pile of dust on top of it. But I told him it's a shame. I said,
sorry to hear it.
Yeah, me too. I told him, I said, you're the one that taught me. I said, you can't quit.
Right.
I said, you can't just quit. I mean, of course, though, he is busy. He is busy.
Yeah, he's busy.
On the road and stuff. But hopefully I usually try to let him sing a couple times if I'm playing in a bar. We played at Mike's 2 weeks ago, I think Friday night, and he got up and sang Wagon Wheel with me. So we did that, and it was really great. I like doing that kind of stuff.
Okay,
and,
cool.
You know, people love it too when somebody else gets up and sings with you. But I'm going to try to get him into it a little bit more here in the next couple months if I can. I know I'm going to start telling him, you know, if I ever get injured or hurt my wrist or something, I need somebody to play guitar for me.
Right.
I said, I can't.
Come on, Pops, I need you to fill in. Okay.
We'll see if he still has it, which I'm sure he does. I mean,
does he still have the shithole bar?
Oh yeah. That's where I record most.
I was hoping to get a drink with him at the shithole bar. I'm like, damn.
I'll see what I can do. You just let me know how long you're going to be here.
I've still probably got a couple months.
Oh shoot, we'll set something up. Definitely. Yeah, that's where I shoot all my TikTok videos and Facebook videos, and that's where I did all my American Idol stuff.
Okay.
Like the interviews and stuff down there. And I loved it because it said shithole in the back.
Right.
And they were like,
and you can get away with it.
Exactly. And they were like, well, there's too much echo. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, this is a great place right now. This is way better than my living room.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the Backstage Lounge on the Yeti Radio.
Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, my pleasure. Again, you know, paying tribute to your dad and your grandpa. And, I heard you were playing the first show that I went and saw you, and I'm like, I looked at my pops. I'm like, hey, I got to go for the night. Christian's playing, and he's like, okay. So I headed up. I was like, I'm driving up the mountain. I'm like, where in the hell am I going? I don't even know where I'm. Thank God for GPS, because I haven't been here other than on little short vacations for 37 years.
Oh yeah.
So it wouldn't take much to get lost.
Oh yeah.
That's for damn sure.
See, I know everywhere around here. I can take anywhere, man.
Probably some places I don't want to go.
Exactly. Like my moonshine guys.
Well, I'm the Yeti. This is Christian Evans from Kaiser, West Virginia. We're up here in New Creek, West Virginia, up here at Hoover's 304 Bar and Grill. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good one. We'll catch you on the next interview. If not here, then hopefully when I get back to Arizona, which we don't know when that's going to happen yet. So tune in and have fun, keep rocking, and keep playing music, because we're not going to let music die.